So in terms of, just try and break down a little bit in terms of some of the early year career opportunities that you've got. So you've got your apprenticeships.
Yep.
You've got your work placement. Would you put that into your remit as well?
Yeah, so we called it that industrial placement. So it's a year with us. That is open to undergraduates. We have a lot of people who do a year in industry as part of their undergraduate studies, but it's also open to graduates as well. So we have a real good mix of people on that programme too.
So you've got your graduates, you've got your industrial placements, you've got your apprenticeships, and then you've got your work experience as well. So, okay. And it's that same team.
Yeah, same team.
That looks after all of these areas as well. Okay, fantastic. And in terms of the industrial placement, the people who are there for a year, are you looking at these people sort of possibly returning or?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think for that year, they really get stuck into a team and a project, and often it's their first kind of exposure to the corporate world as well. So especially if you're an undergraduate, they bring a lot, but they learn a lot in that year as well. So we always say that we hire our trainees based on potential. So if we see someone that's got a real good spark, a bit of curiosity, that's embedded really well, we would like to see them return on to, say, our graduate programme. So we do have a nomination process whereby if you have absolutely smashed it as an industrial placement, you can get nominated and you can return to us on the graduate programme. So about 50% of our graduate programme this year we're returning industrial placement trainees.
You might get an offer while you're at the industrial placement.
So basically we offered some of our returning industrial placement students back in September. So they did the year with us. They had a guaranteed offer from us for our graduate programme for 2024, so they're able to start the third year of uni knowing that they've got a role secured and kind of they'll be returning to us next October.
So Sophie, would you say in a way that's a slightly less risky way of recruiting because you've done a sort of a trial with them, even though it's a paid for trial, it's still slightly, risk mitigates slightly because you've seen them in the workplace.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've seen how they've dealt with the world of Bentley, how they've performed, how they've engaged with other teams as well. And it means that we have got a talent pool of candidates that we can then select from. And ultimately, it's as important that they want to return to us as well. So obviously, many people have different pathways that they want to follow after university and things like that. So I think if it's a right fit for the colleague and the right fit for us, then absolutely makes sense for us to invite them back.
Okay, fantastic. And in terms of sort of numbers, if you're able to, just give us an indication of what that sort of splits between graduates and apprenticeships.
Yeah, absolutely. So this year's intake, we had 16 graduates join us. We had 75 industrial placements and then 38 apprentices. Next year the numbers are slightly bigger. So
it's obviously there's been a growth there.
Canny Conversation Podcast Series 5 by Safaraz Ali.